Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave and if you're new to the channel, welcome everybody. Today I'm looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars Battle Rollers TIE Pilot with First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter, released in 2018. Wow, what a mouthful. This ship was first seen in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And I love the idea of black TIE fighters, the very predatory looking, and the Special Forces variant was pretty deadly. You know, we had the turrets on the bottom, an aft gunner. It was pretty awesome. So here we have the Battle Rollers version, and I have to say right off the bat, the detail on here is pretty good. You can't see it yet, but it does have an aft section, the forward, the wings, everything's there that should be, and I think it looks great. So enough of me yapping. For the size of this particular ship, it is 1 inch, or just under 2.5 centimeters in length. So if you're new to the channel, what I like to do is go over the mold, the paint, see if it can roll, compare it to some other pieces, and then we'll be done. So let's get started. Alright, having a close-up look here. First of all, this is nicely molded. I think it came out great. We can see all the detailing on the solar array panel wings, the wing brace. Looking good. The same goes for this side. Just look at all that detail. Great stuff. Now for the front, we have our shield generators on the sides, pylons, even though they're very small, transparent steel viewport, and is it recessed? Yes. Look at the mold on there. Fantastic, with silver and glossy black paint. On the bottom, we have our molded laser cannons, and the main body is nicely done with some red here on the side. Beautiful. Now for the interior of the wings, we have a little copyright crap right there from Mattel, but they are detailed a little bit. They don't even need to be. It's just amazing that they did it. Made in China. Very simplistic, but it gets the job done. Now looking at the aft real quick, we can see our pylons on the side, ion engines, and aft window, which is nicely recessed in. Nothing is flat here, as you can see. Very nice. And then on the bottom, we have 2 screws holding it together. Copyright crap. And then right here, we have our trackball. So that's pretty cool. Does it roll? We'll find out in just a bit. But very nice. I think this came out decent, and I love the little molding on the sides and the red paint. Now for the TIE Fighter pilot, you can see his back is nicely molded. The helmet has the right shape. Armor on the sides. Turning it around, look at that helmet. Glossy black, that little brownish or reddish hue right there for the visor. You can see little control panels in his gloves, or her gloves, whatever. And it just looks amazing. Nicely done. So that's everything I have to say about the mold and the paint. In short, this has about 5 different colors on it, and the mold, in my opinion, is very nicely done. Excellent stuff. So now, let's find out if it can roll. Alright, now it's time on this program where we see if the Battle Rollers can actually roll. So, I have it on a generic Hot Wheels orange track. Let's move it to one side, put this track on a little slope, and see how well it rolls. Look at it go. It rolls. It is a little heavy, so you got to give it that inertia, but once it has it, it will keep going, so that's pretty cool. That seems to be what it's like with these. Either they roll really well and glide down the track, or they're sort of sluggish until they build up that momentum. And now for a quick size comparison with the Hot Wheels Star Wars Battle Rollers TIE Pilot with First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter seen in the center. I have some other normal Hot Wheels starships. First, on the right hand side, we have a First Order TIE Fighter. And on the left, we have a First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. All in all, some very interesting ships. I love the black on these. And you can see how the scale between the 2 different lines, you know, they're really far apart there. But all in all, pretty nice. For an added bonus size comparison with the Battle Rollers TIE Pilot seen in the center, I have some other Battle Rollers vehicles. First, on the right hand side, we have Rey in the Millennium Falcon. And finally, on the left, I don't know how they got away with this, but we have General Hux in a Star Destroyer, which, Yes, it's General Hux, but the Star Destroyer is an Imperial one, so I don't know, maybe we could say it's from The Rise of Skywalker, whatevs. But needless to say, some pretty interesting vehicles here, nice molds all around. As always, if you would like to see reviews of any of the vessels I showcased today, please check the links in the description below. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars Battle Rollers TIE Pilot with First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter released in 2018. Now I know the sequel trilogy isn't everybody's cup of tea, just like this particular line of battle rollers. However, I do think this design is pretty awesome. I love the way that the molding is and the details, especially on the cockpit sphere and the wing sections. I actually do like the aft section as well, with the aft window and the ion engine sections. They did a pretty decent job on here. Besides having a decent mold, it does feature about 5 different colors, and I think this is great. I especially like the TIE Fighter pilot right there, how even though he's probably 99% glossy black, the visor is actually, I would say black with a brown tint to it, or reddish tint to it, and it looks pretty cool. So that's basically everything I wanted to say about this cool looking ship today. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and if you'd like to see new videos every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my content. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody!